Hi, this is Anne Butler, and welcome to the podcast. I'll talk to you today about the Bedwyns and the Mallorens. Jo Beverley and Mary Ballock, I hope I've pronounced her name correctly, have each created a series of novels about a powerful man and his siblings, set in the 1800s. Jo created the Mallorens, Mary created the Bedwyns. There have probably been debates about which family readers of this genre favours. I have my own favourite, but before I share that with you, I'll break it down. I'll start with the Mallorens. The first in the Malloren series is a novel called My Lady Notorious, where we meet Sin Malloren, younger brother to Lord Hrothgar. Hrothgar makes several appearances in this first novel, and I have to say he's not very likeable. I didn't like him very much at all. In fact, had it not been for book 4 in the Malloren series, where we see for the first time how much he truly loves his siblings, I would have given his story a miss. Hrothgar's own story doesn't come until book 5, and it is actually my favourite in the Malloren series. Second favourite is book 4. The author developed his character even further in book 5, and we get to find out his vulnerabilities and the things he fears the most. About the Malloren family themselves, I really only liked Brand from book 4 and in the end Hrothgar. The other siblings, their stories, I'm afraid I could take or leave. Now about the Bedwyns. The titles of the Bedwyns saga contain the word slightly. The first in the series is called Slightly Married, and here we meet Aidan, who's second in line with Wulfric holding the title. We meet Wulfric, or Wolf as everyone calls him, in this first story, and just like Hrothgar, he's not likable, but for very different reasons. He rules his family without compromise, and there's some question as to whether he really cares about any of them, or whether it's all about, appearances and preserving, the heritage of their family. It's not until when one of the brothers is lost during the Battle of Waterloo, a story which begins in book 4 and concludes in book 5 of the Bedwyn series. His youngest sibling witnesses him crying his heart out when he thought he was alone. The other books in the series gives us more of these little insights, very subtly done. When Wolf gets his own story in Slightly Dangerous, more of his layers start to peel away. There are 6 novels in all in the series. I must admit I haven't read them all, and I'm unlikely now to read the ones that I've missed, so maybe my conclusion isn't totally fair. But these things are subjective, right? So have you guessed who my favourite is? Well, my favourite family is the Bedwyns. I love the series. I loved austere Aidan in book 1, feisty Freya in book 3, who was constantly threatening to punch someone in the nose, and a couple of times she did. And my favourite of them all is Wolf. I love the layers that Mary Ballock created. There are some readers of Wolf's story who really didn't like it. They didn't like that there were too many similarities to Pride and Prejudice in how the romance played out between him and Christine. I really didn't mind that. It made me smile, but I enjoyed it and really loved the getting to see the human side of him, and that, the austere side, the hard, take no prisoners, no compromise aspect to Wolf was just one aspect of who he was. So yeah, the Bedwyns all the way for me. So check it out. The Bedwyn Saga by Mary Ballard or The Mallorens by Joe Beverley. And let me know what you think about them. This has been Anne Butler, The Book Griffin. You can follow me on Instagram by searching for The Book Griffin and hitting follow.